Next up, we have Faron Barr. Faron is a financial advisor. Faron, I get to read a little ears because you are important. He is the past president of the Topeka South Rotary Club and served as the district RYLA chairman for the last 3 years. He's a race director for Topeka South's annual pumpkin run. He has traveled Guatemala several times on Rotary service projects, actually just recently too. He has coordinated with Let's Help and has done some other interesting things on here. His daughter Lauren is studying Japanese and international relations at UC Davis, and Lauren is a RYLA and Rotary alum, and she spent 5 months in Japan as an exchange student. He is a dedicated Chiefs fan, and his interesting thing, he is a ring announcer for the Topeka Golden Gloves boxing events occasionally. So, and Faron is also your district governor nominee. Give it up, Faron.
So I'm your outgoing RYLA chair, and I've been RYLA chair for 3 years, as Jason just said. And incoming is going to be Jackie Leib, and I'm still heavily involved with RYLA. I want to make sure that that program continues to go. First of all, I want to ask, how many people here are members of a club that has sponsored a student? Love it, love it, love it. Is there anybody here that's a member of a club that has not sponsored a student? Okay. Listen up. You need to. How many people here have had a relative of some kind attend RYLA? Very good, that's me too, obviously. And how many of you have actually attended at least one RYLA session of any kind? Blanche over here attended every single day. So did Jackie. She attended every single day. And Jim Ramos was there as well for part of it. And if you have not attended any session whatsoever of RYLA, I would encourage you during RYLA week, if you can carve out just an hour or two to come see what's going on, please do so. Because it's hard to stand up here and tell you what these kids are going through without you actually being there and seeing it. It's an amazing, amazing event. This year we had 25 clubs that sponsored 65 students, and it was held on KU campus, has been since 2009. We target students who will be sophomores, juniors, or seniors in high school next year. And it's usually in the first week of June. The tentative dates for 2019 are June 2nd through the 6th. We haven't confirmed that with KU yet, but that's kind of where we're thinking it's going to be. It is a hands-on leadership experience incorporating teamwork, problem solving, and communication skills. We focus primarily on leadership, on civic engagement, and community service. Derek Kwan back here is one of our civic engagement speakers on Civic Engagement Day. Does a wonderful job. He did a great job of bringing them in. We had a tour of the backstage of the Leib Center, and he sat on stage, and we just had a good session of all the students being able to share and talk about different things with Derek facilitating that. That's just one of the many sessions that we have. In fact, another thing that we brought in brand new, you heard Patty talking about human trafficking. We had a member from the AG's office, she's the public information officer, Jennifer Montgomery, came over and spoke about human trafficking. And yes, I was a little nervous about it, but it went very, very well because her speech was tailored to high school students. And it's all about this public awareness. It's a 5-day overnight program, and one of the things we like so much about KU hosting is that the risk management is completely taken care of. Boys and girls are on different floors, and there's cameras everywhere, so we know that everything's going to be okay. What's that? Not like the good old days, yes, no. Not at all. As I said, it's a 5-day overnight program. To briefly go through each day, the first day is introductions. The district governor usually has a couple of things to say, and they get the housekeeping stuff, and then they get introduced to what their group project is going to be. We split them up into small groups. This year we had 7 small groups, so 9 to 10 people in a group, and they are presented with. They were presented this year with 4 different projects that they can choose from as a group. And they're not assigned anything, they get to pick this. One of them is Kansas Brain Drain, which is kind of self-explanatory. Crimes Against Humanities, which is addressing the defunding of humanities in K through 12 education. Year-round school, and Friday Night Lights was a brand new one that I hadn't seen before. That's addressing football in high school and the possibility of concussions and so forth. And it was really interesting because they get presented this on Sunday, they get to choose, then on Thursday is when they present it. And these presentations don't sound like they're coming out of high school students. I'm not kidding you. I mean, there's some high-level education going on here that you see coming out of these students. And as a group, they do a wonderful job. Well, in between those 2 days, after they get introduced to this, now keep in mind on Sunday, when they are introduced to all this, they are split up to where they are not with their friends that they came with possibly, or their siblings who they might be there with. They are split up and put with a roommate they've never met before, and a group of people that they've never met before. So that's who they're having to do this presentation with. On the first day is Leadership Day, where they go out to a ropes course and have a couple of speeches after that and some activities. Then the second day is Community Service, and this year we had a big community service project, invited a bunch of Rotarians to come in. We had a handful that came in to do the community service project with the students. That's a great opportunity for any of you to show up because we will do that again. The one project makes a lot more sense. Then the third day is Civic Engagement Day, and that's Derek is part of that. And we have 3 other speeches, Barbara Valler's part of that too. And then the 5th day is the presentations. I know this is pretty short and brief. I didn't have any slides for you, which I could have, but it's a pretty short presentation. If you would like, now I know some of you have already had a student come and talk to your club and tell you about their experience. But if you would like, especially at a club that has not sponsored a student before, would like me to come in and talk about RYLA and possibly bring a couple of students that have gone through RYLA and talk about their experience, then yes, did you have a question?
I was just going to throw in a little plug. I went to RYLA actually when I was in high school many years ago. Thanks to the Gardner Rotary Club, and now I'm in the Lawrence Rotary Club. So, and that was, Gardner was a big reason.
Excellent. I'm glad you said that because you just reminded me of a couple other things I wanted to say in closing. Last year at RYLA, we had 3 students that had never heard of Rotary Youth Exchange before. They are abroad right now. And this year, I just heard from Maria Minshew that we have a group that had never heard of Interact before that are trying to start an Interact club in Blue Valley. So this is amazing that the exposure that we're getting here, and some of these students go on to do amazing things and become part of Rotary. Thank you.
It's both Rotary International and the Rotary Foundation.